Captain on the bridge.
Alright, captains, we are back on the bridge, and today, yes, we got some things to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed. So on screen, yes, captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. It really does help the channel out in seeking out new captains to introduce what we do here on the bridge. And of course, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to our YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded captains where we can share our love, our passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now, with that said, here we go. Captains, you've already seen the thumbnail. I ain't messing around, but we got a couple things to go over before we get to that bit of information. So as we normally do, we'll go over them, drop the two ECs, and then at the end, give our conclusion. So first up here, starting next Thursday on all platforms, participate in the spooky event, The Fall of the Old Ones, and earn the new anaphasic plasma candle device reward if you dare. It's already that time of year. And of course, I think still the best reward from this event that they introduced a couple years ago is this cat right here. And again, I do wish that what they would do in these events, especially new ones and or captains especially coming in who have missed older events, as opposed to putting them in the mud store, they should give us an option at the end of the event or when you unlock the reward, either the choice of the new reward or choice of the previous reward or rewards, whatever you missed, because this cat charm is so useful. You get to actually move a lot faster with it. But anyways, because that was last year's event prize. But here we go, The Fall of the Old Ones. The Halloween event returns next week on all platforms. The extragalactic beings known as the Old Ones are back and in big trouble. Supernatural forces have invaded their mysterious castle and taken several of the strange visitors from another galaxy prisoner. Their goal is to gain possession of a powerful device known as the Transmuter. Yes, the time for spooky adventure has returned. It's time for Stowe's Halloween event. This 3-week event from October 12th to November 2nd includes 2 patrols in addition to the task force operation Cat's Tail. Heed my words, where Cat's Tail is a group effort, the Halloween patrols are meant to test a single captain's mettle. Are you prepared to boldly go within the walls of Castle Pyrrhus, there to face the terrible creatures that prowl within its shadowy depths? Event progress. Participating in this event grants daily progress towards the grand prize, the anaphasic plasma candle device. Additionally, the first character on your account that claims this reward will also receive 25k DIL ore and 3 featured episode reward boxes. Obtaining the grand prize requires 14 daily progress. Captains can earn 1 daily progress per account per day by playing the patrol's skeleton crew and witch's brew, along with the Halloween task force operation Cat's Tail. Once captains have obtained 14 daily progress on their account, they can claim the grand prize. After that, the event will still be playable, granting a scaling dilithium reward that begins at 8,000 dilithium ore and scales by 1,000 dilithium ore for every day you participate in the event, up to a cap of 50k dilithium ore per day. Captains will also have the option to purchase their remaining progress in the event with Zen. The price for this buyout will prorate based on the amount of progress a captain has completed. I believe this TFO is still about within 10 minutes, so easy one to do in my opinion. Not bad, nice little break, sometimes here and there. So there you go, the Howard Family Candle is what the prize is. So anaphasic plasma candle device. And there is and this is what I was saying in the previous videos there. It would be nice if they just gave us a gift showing us what this is all about, showing the abilities of whether it's a new ship, a new ability, a new weapon, a new device. That would be great, just to give us a little snippet just like this. This candle has a plasma manifold that actually acts as a summoning signal for an anaphasic life form, which comes when called. The life form favors the candle owner and tries to protect the holder. Once such candle was passed down as a family heirloom to Dr. Beverly Crusher of the USS Enterprise. And of course, this was teased on the X feed weeks ago, which they took down for some reason. I don't know why, but we know that this was actually from TNG. But it was destroyed when the life form became obsessive and attacked her friends. This special event from the month of October is not part of the event campaign. You'll be able to try out this content on October 12th on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. We do hope you'll enjoy this spooky event, Captains, if you dare. So there it is. You summon. There is that, and it just kind of does the green lightning. So something to look forward to. I'm not really too hyped about it, to be honest. It's another TNG type thing, so another thing to add to the collection. So there you go. Next up, and the main meat potatoes of this video. Captains, check this out. Wow, those graphics look really good. Well done, Resurgence. Come on now. This was actually on the Resurgence X feed, but if we go to the pictures here, Captains, what does that... We all know what that looks like, or where that is actually being taken from. That is from Star Trek Online. We are getting the USS Resolute. I'm saying it right now. And actually, I did a video on this crossover about 8 months ago. New details, Star Trek Resurgence. And I thought it would be kind of cool just do a video. And lo and behold, what do we have here? Now, having said that, we know recently we've been actually getting things from outside of Star Trek Online. And it was granted to our devs that, yeah, we can put anything, or they can put anything in Star Trek Online as long as they build it themselves. Now, case in point, we got this Federation Command Carrier bundle, and it came with what? These Valkyrie fighters, which are still my favorite fighters. I love them. And these were from a game, Invasion, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Put it in the description below, Captains, to correct me. But these things came from another game, and Thomas made them, and now we have them. But not only that, we also have the Theseus. This was a full-blown ship that actually came to stow just from the IDW comics. So again, not my favorite looking ship. I don't have it. Not my favorite looking thing. But regardless, they made it. They made it happen. Came into game. Next, the Legendary Akira, or the Legendary First Strike bundle, came with these Kodai fighters. I believe they were from Star Trek Starfleet Command. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, Captain. Put it in the description below. But regardless, all they had to do was make them, and now they're in game. Now, going back to the Theseus, the only problem I have with it was, well, this was actually a, I believe, promo or lockbox ship or whatever it was. I didn't get it, so there you go. So I'm really hoping that they actually make this a C-store ship. But going back here, I think we want this, Caps. It's a Centaur class, but we played the game, and you know what? You're over on our YouTube channel. We played it, and we had fun with it. We really did. The last thing we did was about 4 months ago. We are going to come back to it. But again, 8 months ago, we already were saying we want a crossover from Star Trek Resurgence of the USS Resolute coming to Star Trek Online. But because all we have to do is put a deflector on it, and look at this. A deflector it has. Now, we go into the actual post itself. What do we see here? What do we see here? Star Trek Online Wiki is like, it appears the Resolute is coming to Star Trek Online. Why? Because again, these graphics are familiar to us, Caps. 2411 you say. Again, from Thomas. So this is where Thomas had a thing here. We have to go here. I swear I saw Thomas reply to this with a laughing gif of some sort. So my guess is this definitely is coming to Stowe because of what has happened before and what will continue to happen, in my opinion, so long as they are willing to actually just make the model. And I think Star Trek Resurgence was a really good game. I wish that they would have like downloadable content stories, like probably in the next, maybe next year. Give us, after a year, give us another story, because I actually really did enjoy the story. And we do plan on doing another playthrough of it because it was fun. Now, this did have a pew pew scene there in Resurgence. We actually got to see it fire phasers and photons. So if we get this ship, if this ship comes to Star Trek Online and we get it, oh, I hope it's a C-Store. I really do hope it's a C-Store. Then we're going to be doing a theme build, because they know that is what we do here. So, Captains, that is the video. We thought we would just throw our 2 ECs down on this. We could not wait until tomorrow, because we are actually excited about this, because that's STO graphics. That is so STO graphics. But, Captains, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Comment below. Let us know what you think of this ship coming into Star Trek Online. Of course, let us know what you think, how it's going to come to Star Trek Online, and if you're going to get it. Us, wait and see. We're going to have to wait and see. It doesn't need to blow me away in terms of its stats or anything. You know that, Captains. When we get ships, it's because we want them. Again, this is just a Centaur, but it has a cool looking deflector. I like it. I like the story of it. I like how this is an experimental ship, that it was a science vessel too, so I would be not surprised if this comes into game. This will be an experimental science vessel. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, it didn't show it to be a powerful ship there in Star Trek Resurgence by any means, but it was the hero ship of Star Trek Resurgence. Same thing with the Theseus. It was the hero ship of IDW, that comic series of Captain Sisko's. So very interesting for them to drop this here on a Friday, of course, before our long weekend. So, Captains, if you're out there with your families, please take care, enjoy your weekend. Of course, if there's news that drops during the weekend, we will, of course, cover that, drop our ECs as always. So again, Captains, if you're new here, consider subscribing to our YouTube bridge. And of course, we will leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.